Watch us live stream at www.twitch.tv/Inez27 Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. Follow us on Twitter at SeemsGoodMagic and support my eBay store by going to SeemsGoodMagic.com, clicking on the link, and purchasing some playsets or singles. Thanks and enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on everybody? Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here for another 8-4 Return to Ravnica block draft. Got Scion V2 Ghazi as the rare. It's pretty awesome. Let me bring up a card thing here. Okay. So Scion's very good. It's monocolor. Lets you get a couple birds or possibly more if you can pick up some more tokens. It's a really good pack though. There's also Ascended Lawmage, Maw of the Obsidian, Flux Charger, Maze Glider, Maze Abomination. All of those are excellent cards. I think we're just going to take the rare on this one. This card is pretty awesome for the token strategy. Good uncommons in here too though. Going to be passing a blue signal or a white signal, unfortunately, but that's okay. Alright. Follow up pick. Well, there's Maw of the Obsidian, Woodlock Crawler, Crisis Incubation, Thrashing Moss Dog, Selesnya Guildgate. I mean, Maw of the Obsidian's pretty insane. If you have birds that you're populating and you can sack them and make your other creatures bigger, I could see that being pretty crazy. And people have said this card's insane, so I want to give it a try. Let's do it. Follow-up pick. Gaze of Granite's cool. It's a little bit expensive. Armored Wolf Rider's very good. I like the Wolf Rider a lot. He's a solid 5-drop. I guess we already have a couple 5-drops already, so it might seem awkward. Deputy, maybe. Works well with Scion. Can do Esper. Otherwise we can do Junk. Junk is cool. Junk Tokens is good. Especially with the Maw. Let's do the Wolf Rider. Alright, we can take Azorius Guildgate for potential Esper Splash instead of Wolf Rider, maybe. And it's just getting a Guildgate is good. And out of the next pack, I'm probably going to see Dimir. And out of the first pack, I'm going to see Azorius. But I could also, I don't know. What else could I take out of here that's decent? Maze Glider's pretty good. But if I'm doing that, I might as well just get the Guildgate for the fixing. But, I mean, Maze is pretty good if I went into Bant instead of the Maw. Just keep my options open. It's a tough one. I think I'm going to take the fixing. Might seem strange, but kind of like it. Leave Decree is playable. Selesnya Cluestone gets us to our 5-drops faster, so I guess it makes a little more sense. Opal Lake is cool, but may or may not be going into blue. Not based on, we're not going to go into it based on Opal Lake. I think we just take the Cluestone here. Look like we're going to have to play some fatties in here. Wake the Reflections. Got 1 token producer so far. Probably just want the Mastiff. Cerulean Gatekeepers. If I could get some more gates for sure. But let's take the Mastiff. He's fine. Can take a Leave Decree here. I can take another Selesnya Cluestone. Take an Izzet Guildgate. Which isn't on color with us. Leave Decree's better when you're aggressive. I will say that. It's still okay. Regardless. But maybe we just get our mana ramp now. our fixing. Could also take the Orzhov Cluestone here. That might make sense, right? Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Diversify. If we want to make the black work. Maze Abomination would have been a good card too. Should have thought about that. I kind of forgot I was in black for a second there because I can easily be Selesnya out of the, if I get enough out of the first pack, but Rot Farm Skeleton looks pretty good here. If we do the junk deck. If we do the junk deck, actually Hired Torture looks really good because we'd pick up Axebane Guardians and stuff like that. But I think actually just Rot Farm Skeleton in general is just better. If you get any sort of scavenge. Guess we take the Golgari Cluestone, and then we have all the Cluestones in the world. Alright, Maze Behemoth. It's a good ramp target. Yeah. Interesting. If we got enough Axebanes, we could theoretically play that card in our deck. Do I dare? That's pretty interesting. I'll actually take that. Wake's cool. Okay, last pick Hidden Strings. Interesting. So we're going for the junk plan, which means we're not going to be hooked up with multicolor in this pack. Well, no, I guess we will with the Orzhov. So we'll be on the hunt for those. And then out of the first pack, we'll get 2 guilds. We'll get the Golgari and Selesnya. Wow. Some really strong cards in here. I think I want the Merciless Eviction, but Daring Skyjack is very strong. It's an awesome 2-drop, a really, really good one. But I want the Merciless Eviction because it's more over the top, and it looks like we can make it work just based on our fixing we have already. It's a really strong card. Total board changer. Scar Goliath's pretty interesting. If we got Guardians for sure too. But Experiment 1 is actually just really good in general. Especially if we fill up with more creatures. I think Experiment 1's fine. Scar Goliath's cool. We do have 3 ways to ramp for it already. 9/9 trample for 8. 8's tough to get to, but if I knew for a fact I could get Axebane Guardians, I think I could make it work, but Experiment 1's just good. It's cheap. Ivy Lane is kind of cool. It's cool with Rot Farm, actually. Vizkopa Guildmage is very good, though. So is Screecher. Screecher's amazing. I love having Extort. We don't have a lot to abuse with Screecher, whereas we have some fatties for Vizkopa, so I think it makes a little more sense. Ivy Lane, I don't think we quite have enough green just yet to make that amazing. Let's just take the Guildmage. Knight of Obligation is very good. I think that's just a pick. Passing Molten Primordial, some good Boros, a little good green, some white tricks we wouldn't mind. Smog Elemental's actually okay. Let's take the Knight, though, pretty happily. Aristocrat is cool. Can also take the Devour Flesh. I kind of like Aristocrat. I'm not sure why I like it, but I think it's just because it's a creature. It's cheap. It has a relevant ability sometimes. It can, like, counter Hands of Binding and some Cypher spells. It's actually, it's kind of a cool card to have. Get a Devour Flesh anyway. Could also take the, we're just taking the arrows. Passing a couple good Orzhov removal, but arrows is really good. I think we're just taking the Snapjaw here. He's a pretty good 5-drop. Something to ramp into. We're an interesting looking deck. Balustrade Spy, yeah, we want that. He's awesome. Passing pretty late Wojak Halberdiers. Shadow Slice is kind of cool. We have some bird tokens that fly. We have the Aristocrat, which gets protection. Otherwise, it's just a Millennial Gargoyle. This deck looks pretty fun. Dutiful Thrall's pretty awesome here. Shielded Passage is actually okay. We don't have much removal, so... Guess we do have a sack outlet. Never played it before. Probably not playing it, but... can at least mention it. Alright, so this is the pack where we clean up on probably Scavenge and Selesnya. I wouldn't mind if maybe some token stuff because of the populate. But we'll see. We can go either of those paths, whatever shows itself better. Slime Molding's awesome. There's also the Axebane in here. If I have triple Cluestone, do I need the Axebane? That's the real question. I don't think I do. Because if I take the Slime Molding, I can actually maybe play Wake, Scion. Otherwise, I take the Axebane, I get more mana production, which isn't bad. It's just, I'm not sure if it's necessary. Assassin Strike's good removal. The Slime Molding with Scion or Wake is pretty good, but I can see taking the Axebane. I mean, it's not gonna... I mean, I'd rather play an Axebane than a Cluestone. Maybe we can make Debt work, but I don't know if I'm playing that. I think Slime Molding is better for the deck potentially out of this pack. Just because we already have so much ramp. Trestle Troll's good. It's just a good blocker. Buys you time to get to your late game. Selesnya Key Rune, but probably unnecessary. Perilous Shadow's a good mana sink. Let's just take the Trestle Troll. We've got a good amount of late game stuff going on. Wow. Wild Beastmaster's awesome. There's also Fencing Ace. Can we boost this? I don't know if we even have a way, do we? It's kind of sad. If we thought we could pick up a Giant Growth, maybe. Rootborn can copy stuff and makes your creatures indestructible, so copies a Slime Molding. Fencing Ace, but we don't have any pumps. Same reason we can't really take the Wild Beastmaster. Unless I was sure I was getting a Giant Growth. I mean, it's okay anyway, but... it's probably the best anyway. I still have a chance. Pick up something that works with it. Like a Scavenge card. Eyes in the Skies is pretty cool. It's more Populate. I probably want that. Might not be playing Wake in this deck. But Populate with the Slime Molding. Drudge Beetle works better with the Wild Beastmaster. Courser's Accord too. More ways to get tokens. It's another finisher. Maybe it rewards us for the ramp better. But this, I really like Eyes in the Skies a lot. I think that card's excellent. I think I'd rather have the Flyers that were cheaper to work with the Maw. It makes a little more sense. I guess Maw works pretty well with Wild Beastmaster. If you have the right creature set. You can take the Fencing Ace now, I guess. Also Grim Roustabout, but let's just take the Ace. Golgari Key Rune. Common Bond is actually good. We're Trick Light, and this works really well on Wild Beastmaster, so let's do that. Horncaller's Chant. Yeah, it's more stuff to ramp into. I think I'm okay with that. Rubbleback's cool too. We didn't pick up a ton of Scavenge though. I'd rather have more, go a little more tokeny. Chorus. Terrace Worm is cool. And playable actually. Yeah, and it works insane with Wild Beastmaster. Alright. Let's do that. Keening Apparition. Pretty happily taking that. Take the Perilous Shadow, but let's just take the Swift Justice. Cremate for sideboard. So we got more than enough playables. Just got to decide what we're going to do with them all. What we're going to run. Sphere of Safety. It's kind of cool. So how are we going to play this? That is the question. I don't think we need the debt. And don't need this. Probably don't need some of this. Maybe don't need the Lee of Decree. Maybe don't need the Fencing Ace. Don't need this. A lot of good stuff in here. A lot of good stuff. Probably don't need the Wake. Let's just put in stuff. This is 26, and then we need our clue stones too. I see. Well, I don't think we're playing 3 clue stones. What color are we the least of? Black? Or are we like a mix? Mix of black and green and then mostly white. Okay. Well, for mostly white, let's just cut this one. And then we can mix our mana a little bit better. But we still need to make some cuts here. Guess we can cut the chant maybe, but I like our late game plan. Maybe we cut the Shadow Slice. We do have a couple evasive. We have like 3. And it works so well with Extort on Knight. I thought we got another Extort too. No, I guess we didn't. Oh, I don't know. This is difficult. Do I have to cut a late game spell here? Maybe I cut the chant. The Terrace Worm does work remarkably well with the Wild Beastmaster. Maybe we cut the Snapjaw. Maybe we cut the Trestle Troll. We'll do that sideboard. Maybe the Fencing Ace doesn't look necessary. I guess we do have Common Bond though. That can just put people away. Yeah, that's pretty good. 3/3 double strike out of nowhere. Plus it works well with the Beastmaster. But it's tough. Kind of like having the Dutiful Throw. I'm trying to think how aggressive we are. We can be fairly aggressive. It's kind of the thing. We have a lot of creatures. Let's cut the Dutiful Throw for now. Let's put it in sideboard. We'll try and be more aggressive. So, what do they say for lands? No red. Mostly white. We already have 2 white sources, so we can cut a couple of these. This would be 8 white sources, 7 green sources, 7 black sources. That's not bad. Let's go for that. Let's try that. I think that's fine. We didn't get a ton of guild gates. We just got the clue stones to help us, so. I mean, technically I could maybe cut like a fencing ace for it. Because, I mean, we already have token producers too. Just make sure that we hit. Like, maybe we don't need the fencing ace. We can do the last clue stone. Because, I mean, you can always cycle them too, but they help us get to our 5, 6, 7 plan and ramp for this. I kind of like this, but I guess we have to cut something, huh? I thought I cut the... Oh, I put in 18 lands. I see. What color do I cut? Green? I guess we need green for this, though. But we need black and white on turn 2. Alright, let's cut 1 green. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you round 1.